I had my first using dream last night, this morning, whatever, and it is scarier than I thought. There were so many people involved in the dream that I haven't talked to in a long time, heard their voice in a long time, and I just felt like in the dream, like I could hear their voice so loudly, and it was really scary. In the dream, like I used weed really heavily to cope with the stress of those people who were triggering me in the dream. It's just like disappointing and like stressful. And I felt like I was like hiding it from everyone. And even in the dream, I was thinking about how I would have to like go talk to my support group and be like, I didn't meet my goal for marijuana, and I was gonna like hide the fact that I've been smoking so much and that it's basically like become a relapse already. Previous to this dream, I think I had been still fantasizing about the idea of smoking again, at some point at least. Now it just seems like inviting that negativity back into my life. I cannot do that. I'm learning more life lessons like every day than I ever thought that I could by living the way that I was living before. I'm giving myself a small part of the attention that I was and still am like seeking from others, I find. I'm slowly unraveling this definition of codependency and how woven it is into my nature. And every piece that I unknot from my brain, I do feel shame and I feel guilt, and I wish I could go back in the past and change, but I can't. But I cannot. I, glazed over a part in the book that I'm reading that was in regards to infatuation and, what are the signs that you are thinking about a connection in a way that will overwhelm you and the other person and prevent a loving, healthy connection to grow there. They touched on it, basically. And yesterday, I think I started getting into more of like the roots of how we can see those signs. It was a lot. It was a lot. I mean, I just like keep reminding myself, like, I think I've gone like this far in the journey, and I've gone this far because this journey is so long and so strenuous and so powerful. And like what it all boiled down to is that the clinging, the attention, the admiration, the overwhelm, it is all coming back to me not being fulfilled and seeking that from someone else. And that is a selfish way to build a loving connection. It really is. And it's not the first time that I've thought that way. And it's confusing and it is overwhelming, especially, like having borderline personality disorder. I have to, like, it's so hard to understand why my brain has that obsession and why I cling and why I, like, fantasize and make believe that, you know, I don't know how to lay it all on the table right now. It's just that, like, I take myself so far out of reality. It, I think, took me like all day yesterday to just like reel myself in and let myself know that if I keep doing what I'm doing, if I keep loving myself, if I feel like I am fulfilling all of my needs, someone important is going to see that. And that is going to be a nice welcoming for another loving connection into my life. It was nice to be in like a stable mindset where like I learned from it. And I'm grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. And I found parts of myself through someone else. And so I want to embrace those parts and I want to help those parts grow and I want to let those parts of me that, I keep inside, I want to show them. I want to let those parts like flourish now. But yeah, back to the dreams. They're pretty heavy. Let's cope. Let's do that. Hi, what are you doing?